Continuously, let's start. So, by paying homage to the Buddha. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. So we are learning the commentary of the Khaggavisāṇasuttaṃ. So in commentary, so the commentator explained about the harati, bija harati, or the other way. So gada, bija, gada. So those terms are explained widely here with the even with the story also. So now we are here. So Ewan Kala Wanliya Mandapa Wasi Mahatero Viya. So like the great elderly monk Thera, so who lived in the Kala Wanliya Mandapa. And also the other one is Kalamba Data Vihari Visubhakada Bhikkhu Viya. So those 15 monks who observes race retreat in the Kalamba Data Vihara. So how they do in the previous paragraph also widely explained. So Kamathana Yudini wa Chedina Padan Odarando. So whenever they step on, so with the meditative mind, so they start to try, step forward. So in this way, so at the time, one going to, 4 arms round, one going to the village 4 arms round. So whenever they are trying to step forward, so with the mindful or meditative mind, so they try. So when they reach to the vicinity of the village, so they do, filling their mouth with water. Uragavaggo sankadawa. In the witi yo sanlekidawa. So sanlekidi, they actually, so sanlekidi is lekadi means noting, having, observing, considering. So witi yo, the way. So in that way yata. So sura, sunda, doda deyo. So no one, like the drinker, like the womanizer. So sura, sunda, doda. So womanizer and so on. And the kalaha karaka, so who want to fight her. And so janda hati asa deyo, why elephant, wine, horses, etc. So there are no on that way, such a way, such a path they choose. And then we take Badi. So they go such a way. And the data, so Benda Jaramano in that way, why going for arm round. So not duri da duri do we are Jawanewa. So not duri da duri do we are. So they never go so quickly with the speed, duri da quickly. So because such a practice with the speediness, there is no. So a kind of practicing in going for arm round. So something, so what should be done with the speed? So such a practice, no more way in the Buddhist teaching. That is why they never go quickly. So with the mindful, slowly, like a sick person, weak one, like the old person, they walk so slowly, step by step. And the so wisam bhumi bhaga badam bana. So wisam bhumi bhaga badam. So visa, sorry. Visama bhumi bhaga bad. So visama means uneven. So ground or the ground on that tree is not even. Sometimes in some place, with the hole, in some place with the heel and a stroke, strike and so on. Not, so smoothly, not even. So even, such a way they reach there. So Khuddaka Barita Sadakan Viya. Khuddaka Barita Sadakan Viya. Khuddaka means water. So Barita means past participle form of the Barati. So bringing, carrying. So Sadaka means, wagon or cart. So the cart which carrying, so water. So such a cart cannot go quickly. So not to, so those water not to, take out from that cart. So it needs to go slowly. So like the cart, Khuddaka Barita Sadakan Viya. Sadaka miwa Sadakan Viya. So nature law wa hodawa. Nature law wa hodawa. Nature la chala means, shake cable, shaked. Moved. So nature law, not shakeable. So nature law wa hodawa being stable. So get chatti. So very quietly, very calmly, very stably they walks. And then so anugaram bawe toja. Anugaram. So garami house. Anugaram, house by house. House to house. So bawe to entering. So house to house. House to house. And then so dadu kaman adadu kaman wa sanlekedo. So to observe. So those householder want to offer or not. Sanlekedo to observe. So Tadanu Ruban Kalan Agamendo, spending the time. So maybe so he observed, he determined. So here I will stop here, I will stand here for 3 minutes or 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes, if they come out from their house, so at that time, so I can know. So they don't want to offer. So at that time, I will change, I will move to the next house. So in this way here, Tadanu Ruban Kalan. So the time, so which is so suitable to know the offer they want to offer or not. So spending such a time. So agamendo is past participle form of the gachati. So spend over, go over. So spending the time, such a time. And the Bekan Gahiddawa. So in some village or some house, they take up their house from the house and the offer. So that is why he accept. So Bekan Gahiddawa, he accepted alms food. And the Badi Rube Okase in suitable place needs the date that were having sat down. So Kamatana Manasi Karondo. So paying attention to the meditation, focusing on the meditation. So that means with the mindful object, mindful conscious, mindful mind or meditative mind. So taking the seed, take a seed. And the ahari, Badikula Sinya Obatabidawa having reflect the perception of repulsiveness in the meal. So to avoid the attachment to the meal, to get rid of attachment to the meal. So that is partially he reflects the perception of repulsiveness on that meal ahari. And So Ekha Benjana Wana Lebana. So Buddha Mansu Bama Wasina. So Bichawa Kando Atenga Samanagadan Aharan Aharedi. So Aharan Aharedi, he eats. He enjoys meals. Okay. Atenga Samanagadan. So that meal, Atenga Samanagadan modified to the Aharan. So Atha Inga Samanagada. Literally Atha means 8. Inga means factors. So 8 factors. So Samanagada means endowed with or connected with the 8 factors. Okay, so what are 8 factors later? And the Bijawa Kando, so reflecting. So Eka Benjana, one part, and the Eka Benjana, and the Wana Lebana is one part, and the Buddha Mansubama is one part. So by way of Eka Benjana, Wana Lebana, Buddha, so Mansubama. So about the information, so why, as a religious person, why eating, a meal, so how to reflect. So for that information, see the commentator explained in the Visuddhimagga, so widely. So here Visuddhimagga, so Visuddhimagga volume 1. So volume 1, and here you see Visuddhimagga Patamo Bhagga volume 1, and the Sila Nidis of the first chapter. So Bijya Sanisita Sila. So virtue so related to the requisites. On that one here, Binda Bada. So whenever we, religious monks, religious person enjoying the meal, so they need to reflect on that meal in this way. So here Niwatawaya and Namaraya and the Nat Mandanaya and Nat Vibhusanaya. So after that here, so Yawa Dewa Imasakaya Zatidiya Yabanaya Wihinsuba Radiya and the Yadraja Mevois the Anawajadaja Pasui Harocha. So based on that information, the commentator widely explained. Okay, here I copied this paragraph to the Word fine. So here in the Binda Bada reflection, absolute reflections. So former, so Niwa Dawaya, not Maraya, so not Mandanaya, not Vibhusanaya. So these 4 facts are to avoid, not with the purpose, not with such a purpose, we enjoy a meal. Only with these purpose. The first one is, so Yawa Dewa, and the Imasa Kayasa Titiya, to support this body. That is one. And the Yabanaya, to continue supporting this body. And the third one is, so Wihen Subha Radiya, so Wihen Zami here Jikecha, so to end up such a, Wihen Zami, discomfort. And the Brahmacharya Nogahaya, to practice holy life. And the Iti Buddha Nanja Vedana Badi Hingami, to release Buddha na Vedana. So old feeling, old pain. Okay, that one also in the Visuddhimagga translation by the Bhikkhunyana Moli. So of this body consisting, so abandon, life continue. So for the ending of discomfort, that means we have Subha Radiya. And also another one is, so that I shall put a stop to old feeling. to old feeling, a stop to old feeling, and the not arouse new feelings. Nawanja udina na ubadisami. And also Nawanja udina na ubadisami. So now 6. And the 7 is so Yadaraja me bhavisati. Yadaraja me bhavisati for that information here. So to be healthy, I shall be happy. Yadaraja me bhavisati. And the Anavaja Daja, the last one. So Pasu Viharoja, to be blameless and to live in comfort. So these facts, 8 facts, are called here Atenga Samanagadan. These 8 facts is here the word Atenga Samanagadan refers to these 8 facts. Here, Atenga Samanagadan. Aharan. So when someone enjoy meal, so with that such a 8 kinds of purpose, so he should enjoy. So the first 4, the other opposite facts he should avoid. So for amusement, neither for amusement nor for intoxication and so on, or beautifying, maintaining, not with such a purpose. Only with such purpose. So imasa kayasa tidiya to. Okay, here's scholar translation. So imasa kayasa tidiya of this body, and the continuance for the endurance, and the endurance of this body and the continuance of this body. So imasa kayasa tidiya for the endurance of the body, and the imasa kayasa yabanaya, so for the continuance of this body. And another one for the ending of discomfort, vihinsuba radiya, and so on. So by reflecting in with such 8 kinds of purpose, so one should enjoy a meal. Okay, so why enjoy a meal, such a meal? So he need to reflect also in this Ekha Benjana. So Wana Libana Buddha Mansubama Wasena. With this, the one also purpose. So Bijawa Kando reflecting by way of the Ekha Benjana. So Ekha mean here axle of the wheel, axle of the chariot. So Benjana mean putting or filling the geese. So why the cart carrying the heavy things? So at the time, if there is no grease on the wheel of the circle of the wheel, so it makes sound very noisy. So at that time, the carter need to use that grease or oil, some oil. So he need to use that one at the time. So the axle and the wheel can be turned around or can be work together, and also it will stop making sound. So Eka Benjana. So the same way, when the religious person enjoy a meal, so such a purpose, so not to make sound on the body. So that is the right way. But so if our body feel hungry, so maybe it will disturb our, his meditation. So that is why, to release such a, disturbance. So he enjoy a meal. So with that purpose, he need to reflect. And also wana libana, wana mean, wound, disease, a kind of wound in the hand, in the leg, in the body, or on the body also. So libana means anointing. anointing or given treatment, medical treatment to the wound. So that one also just, to release pain on that wound. So he used the medical treatment or anointing. So such a purpose. So with the perception of, if he is the meditator feel hungry, so he will feel, painful in his stomach. So at the time, that pain will make him disturb. So that is why. So he need to eat, just curing that pain, such a painful, like anointing the wound. And here, Buddha Mansubama. Okay, that information also, these three information also in the Visuddhimagga widely explained. So here, so Yabanaya for the continuance of this body. So Bhavadiya, it avichidanatta, not to cut off the continuance of this body. And also, so Jira Kala Titatam, to live long. So like the Gara, so Batamban Viya he, so Jaina Gara Samiko, the owner of old house. So he support his old house not to be fallen. So like that. So just using instrument to support his old house. So that is why here, such a way, the meditator use arms foot to support his old body not to fall down with that purpose. And also Ekha Benjana Iwa Sagadiko. Ekha Benjana Iwa Sagadiko. So the carter, owner of the house, the cart or wagon, so he used grease, so not to make sound, not to make noise on the wheel. Okay, so under the Yabanaya, so we can see this similarly. And under the Vihesuba Retiya, so to end off such a discomfort. So here Vihesa mean a kind of jigecha, so hunger. So when someone feels hungry, so it make him painful. Abatan, so abadatina, in the sense of afflicting, painful. So that's Ubaramatam be Asa, Ubaramatam be Asa. So that's mean that jigecha to release such a one. So Bena Badam Badi where did he enjoy? Here also Wana Lebanamiwa, just anointing the old wound, so to release from the pain. Okay, and under the Brahmacharya Nogahaya, to support or to practice the Brahmacharya. So Sakala Sasana Brahmacharya Satya Mega Brahmacharya Satya Anogahanata, to practice the Sakala Sasana Brahmacharya. So any holy practice in the Buddhist dispensation, like observing precept and so on, and the Mega Brahmacharya, just practice it to attain the Mega Phala and so on. To practice that. Here also Ayahi Binda Bada Badi Siwana Bijaya. This is also on account of enjoying meal. So Kaya Balan Nisaya, based on the strength of the body. So Sekadaya Nu Yoga Wasena, by way of practicing, here training, Sekadaya, threefold training. So by training of virtue, training of concentration, and training of wisdom. So Bhava Gandhara Netaranatam, to cross over the desert of the life, the desert of the existence. Bhava Kandara Netarana 10. So he Bribijano, he practiced so Brahmacharya Nogahaya to practice that such a holy life. He enjoyed that Mimadi Sivati. So under this heading, Brahmacharya Nogahaya here, so this simile, so Kandara Netarana Tika Buddha Mansan. So eating, so pleasure ascend on the way, so on the way Kandara Netarana, so crossing over the desert or difficult way, Kandara, so desert, disaster. Okay, so that one, that sutta is completely explained here. Sayadaw Nikāya, volume 2. So paragraph number or sutta number 63. Also we can see. So here, Sayadaw Nikāya, Nidāna is volume 2, and the Nidāna Sayadaw, so Mahāvaka in the Buddha Mansubama Sutta. So in that sutta, the Buddha expressed so 4 kind of ahara. So Kadami Jadaro and the Kablikaro, Ola, Kablikaro aharo and Sukumo and the Paso Tudiyo, Manose Jidana Dadiya and the Winyana Jadautam. So Kablikara ahara and the Pasahara, Manose Jidana hara and the Winyana hara. 4 kinds of ahara. So when the Blessed One explained about the Kablikara ahara, so the Buddha gave that simile. So here, so Dwaina, so Jayampadikana, so Kandara Gadanwa, so Bareta, so Sambala Matta, Sa Barikayan, so Bariya Dana, Gachiya. Okay, so I will not translate this one, but in detail. So roughly I will say, so 2, parents, so father and mother, so taking their child, son, and so with the, provision for that, traveling. So with the small amount of, provision for that traveling, so they start going. But in the middle of that, traveling, that way, so their provision already used up. So they don't have anything to eat. So at that time, so they think, so they already crossed half of that trip. So half still remained, but they don't have anything to eat. So that is why, they consider, actually, so now they need to choose. So here, father, mother, and the son. So at that, firstly, a father said to his wife, so husband said to his wife, so please kill me, and so half of my flesh enjoy now, and the rest, the remaining flesh, so make it dry and the use as a provision for the next trip, for the remaining trip. So in this way, he said. So at that time, so a wife also, replying again, no, that way, no way. So you should kill me. So because, so with a husband, I could not go there. So on such a trip, such a way, only a woman is very difficult to cross. So I cannot live. I cannot be alive. So that is why kill me. And they make, eat some or half of them, at least half of them, half of my flesh. So make as a provision and go there. In this way, they choose. So at that time also, so a father said, no way. So our child is very young. So a child without a mother cannot be alive. That's why you could not die, you should not pass away. I could not kill you. So at that time, so they choose. Now we have our son, so very young. So if we kill him and then make eating and the provision, so in this way we can go. Also, I could not kill him. So you killed our son. So father sent to the mother, mother sent to the father again, and sent. So child going to father, going to mother again and again. So finally, because of that tiredness, so a child passed away. So at that time, they feel that, they feel very sorry. Where is our child, and so on. So based on that story, so the Buddha here given the similarity. So in that child feet, so that Buddha Mansa has a will not be provision for them, because so on that feet, on that pressure, so a kind of repulsiveness they find. So the Buddha pointed out that one. Okay, that information is important here. So Kade Suhodawa. So then came in that bakery or so Bijawa Kando Kablikar Riboga Badi Kulia was seen. So no one Badi Kulia was seen at Tawaya Kandarasa Bijawa Kando be her. So now Oka sent a bit or Aboya and Yadara Inya Minya Michiri and a card. So no. So 8 kinds of repulsiveness they find. So because it is Sajadi Mansa. We deal with the one not don Shambago, Meshambago, Dawa, Bodo Mama Bodo. So Koji and me, we are Ewa Ruba. Oh, sorry, I could not find it. So a kind of repulsiveness in that pressure ascend, that is one. So in that way, actually here purpose is not enjoying ascend, not killing ascend. That purpose is in that meal, even though they use that meal, so that meal of pressure sand, but they can find so a kind of repulsiveness in that one. So the same way, so on the feed, so on the meal, so the religious monk need to reflect. A bit of Simon the card days. Sorry, only in the Burmese I checked that one. Buddha Mansu Dhamma. Yeah, what that term? Parikana, the A1B cohort. Ewa Ruban, Buddha Mansa Kardia Madi Patamankadawa, Kardainsu. So Buddha Mansa Haro, Nawahi Karane Badikulata, Newa Dawaya, Hodi Na, Madaya, Na Vibusanaya, and Ukadamehi, Nawahi Karanehi, Badikulo. So here 9 kinds of repulsiveness. So Sajadi Mansa Daya, because it is so the same nature to them. So pleasure human, they are also human. That is a Sajadi Mansa. So that flesh has a nature to them, and the Nyadi Mansa Daya. So pleasure relatives, pleasure their son, and the Buddha Mansa Daya, because it is pleasure their son, and the Piya Buddha Mansa Daya. So it is so pleasure dear sand, and Daruna Mansa Daya, pleasure young one, and the Amaka Mansa Daya, it is raw flesh. And the Aboga Mansa Daya, so flesh should not be eaten. And the Alona Mansa Daya, Aboga Mansa Daya. So flesh not so without salt, Alona Mansa Daya. And the Adubita Daya, Adubita not so burning, not cooking with the heat. Dubita, Dubedi, Dubita, not flavored, not reason. Okay, by this 9 kinds of quality, the repulsiveness. So even though that is a meal for them, so not tasty to them, they cannot enjoy this one. So they can find repulsiveness, but the gula. So the same way, finding, so in the first one, so here, ahare badi gula senya obatabetawa. Ahare badi gula senya obatabetawa. So having, established the perception of repulsiveness on the feet or on the meal. So in this way, he enjoyed that meal, the ahare, and the niwa dawaya, not mananaya. So neither for amusement nor for intoxication and so on. So after that, Buddha we haven't eaten. So Buddha we is so past participle active, past participle active. So Darwin subject. Root is bushed. The subject is Darwin. Past participle active subject Darwin. So has perfect subject also. So has eaten. After eating, have eaten. So one who has eaten. Literal meaning is one who has eaten. Nominative case singular. Both are way. Like the name become the need. So after eating, so Khuddaka Nikāya, so having done so duty related to the water. So that means very very specific, very general word. So after eating, washing the hand. So washing the bowl, and brushing the teeth and so on, cleaning the mouth. So such a one related to, and so washing the face, washing the feet, and so on. So such a one. So any duty related to the water is called here Khuddaka Nikāya. So after that, Muho Dan Bada Kilamatan. So shortly, quickly, Bada Kilamatan. So tiredness because of meal. So after eating something, some feeling dizzy. So drowsiness after meal is called the, badi. So Bada Kilamatan. Padisambhedava. So having released, Padisambhedi, having released such a drowsiness. So Yatha Buri Badan, Ewan Bicha Badan. So Burima Yaman, so Bichima Yaman Jakamatana, Manasi Karosi. So Yatha Ewan, so Yatha Buri Badan. Yatha Buri Badan, before a meal. So he pay attention to the meditation object. So whatever he do, whatever he perform, so it is mindful. Everything is mindful. So before a meal. After a meal also, the same as before a meal. So Ewan Bicha Badan. So Bicha Badan. The same way after a meal. So Burima Yaman, the first watch of the night. And the Bichima Yaman, the last watch of the night also. So Kamatanam, Manasi Karoti. So here not Mijima Yaman. So at the time of middle watch of the night, so he take a rest, sleeping for a while, shortly. So Kamatana Manasi Karoti. So pay attention to the meditation object. So Ayam Wojeti. Ayam Wojeti Haradi Jiwa Bija Haradija. So before a meal also taken meditation. After a meal also taken meditation. So that is a Haradi Bija Haradi. So Ewa Medan, Ewa Edan. So Harana Bija Harana. Gada Bija Adan Wadandi Wojeti. So such a, so all the time being mindful with the meditative mind, being with the meditative mind is called the Harana Bija Harana or Gada Bija Gada Wada. So dutiful. Before going for arms round, one going for arm round, one going for arm round, and all the time before a meal or after a meal. Only the time when he sleep at the middle watch of the night. So such one is called the Haradi Bija Haradi. Okay, if someone perform in this way, what happened? So Itam Burendo, fulfilling such a Harana and Bija Harana or Gada and Bija Gada Wada. So Yeti Uba Nisya Sambano Hodi, if he is endowed with condition, Uba Nisya Sambana, endowed with condition, or the other way, if so the condition is so sufficing to him. So Batama Waye Ewa Arhatam Babu Nadi. So he attained the arhatship. So at the first age. So Batama Waya. So maybe under 35 years. So he can be arhat. And the no J, if not, no J. So no J, Batama Waye Babu Nadi. If not, or if he does not attain the first age, at the first age. So actually, we need to understand completely this one. Noji Batama Waye Babu Nadi me. So Noji Ubanesia Sambano Hodi Batama Waye na Arhada na Babu Nadi. So if he is endowed with the condition, so sufficing condition, so surely he will attain arhatship. At the first age, he cannot miss. But here Noji means so in the first age. So those sufficing because the condition is not sufficient to him to attain the arhatship yet. That is why. So he could not attain the arhatship in the first age. At first age. So Atta means here this being so A1 Sandy, commonly in Burmese tradition we explain A1 Sandy, Atta. So this being so. So Mijima Waye, so in the middle age, that the condition will be sufficing, will suffice to him. And then Babu Nadi, so that means Arhatam Babu Nadi, he will attain the arhatship. So Noji Mijima Waye Babu Nadi, that means so Noji Ubanisa Sambano Hodi Mijima Waye Arhatam na Babu Nadi. So in this way we need to understand. So here, so Ubanisia Sambano Hodi is related to the this line, Noji Batamawaye Babu Nadi, and the Noji Mijimawaye Babu Nadi, and the Noji Marana Samaye Babu Nadi, and also Noji Dewa Bodo Hodawa Babu Nadi. So every Noji sentence should be connected with the, Ubanisa Sambano Hoti. Should be understood Ubanisa Sambano. So because, so if he is sufficient, so if the condition is sufficient to him to attain the arhatship, so he never miss. He never miss. That is one. So Noji Mijima Waye Babu Nadi. So he is not so that condition not sufficient to him to attain the arhatship at the middle age. So attack. This being so Marana Samaye Babu Nadi, Marana Samaye. So at the moment of death, at the moment of death, that condition will be sufficient to him and he will attain arhatship. So no Ji Marana Samaye Babu Nadi. If he does not attain at the moment of death, so this being so Dewa Bodha Hodawa Babu Nadi. So he will be born, he will be reborn as a deity. So at that time, that condition will be sufficient and he will attain arhatship. So Noji, if not, so Dewa Bodha Hodawa Babu Nadi, if he does not attain arhatship, so as a Dewa deity, so after that, Bijika Sambodha Hodawa Brinebhati. So he will be Bijika Sambodha. Vijika Buddha, and he will enter the Parinibbana. And no Ji Vijika Sambodha Hodawa Parinibbati. So he could not he could not be the Vijika Sambodha because so that condition not sufficing to him yet. So at that time, surely this being so Buddha nan Sandi Ke. So Buddha nan Sandi Ke in front of the blessed ones. So Kaiba Benyo Hodi. So he will be quickly attained one. Kaiba Benya. Kaiba Benya, knowing process of knowing process of knowledge. Quick process of knowledge. He will be possessed of knowledge quickly at the time of the Buddhas. So like the Sayadaw Tero Bahiyo Mahabinyo Tero, like the Bahiya Tera. So that Bahiya Tera also in the Bahiya Darujiya Tera were too. So he at the time of the other blessed one, at the time of so the Buddha Badumodara, that so Bahiya Darujiya to be. So he met so one of the arahant, the disciple of that Badumodara Buddha. So so the arahant also attained the arhatship quickly during short time. So that is why that Bahiya Darujiya, that lay man, so want to be like that the arahant. So that is why he performed good deeds in that life. So after that, so he was born in the human world and deities. And at the time of the Kassapa Buddha, so he practiced, not only he, so together with his friends, so 7 Thera, so going up to the mountain. So the mountain also very high, and so at the peak of that mountain, so they stayed. So to climb up that mountain, they need to use stairs. So after reaching, so at the peak of that mountain, so they descend that stairs. So we will not go down. So before attaining the arhatship. So in this way, they have, agreement, and they practice together. So at that time, also, only the most senior and the second by senior monk. So the most senior one became the arahant. The by senior became the anagami. The rest are just Buddha, they pass away. And then also the last of the rest 5, also one of them is that Bahiya. So at the time of that, so our Buddha, Gautama Buddha, he became the arahant quickly. So that is shortly, not the whole history. So like his one, like the Bahiya Thera, so such a one who fulfilled, so Gada Bija Gada or Harana Bija Harana duty, so can be in this way. There's this life and the next life, and the Bijika Buddha, if not Bijika Buddha, he can attain the arhatship quickly. So Kipa Binya. And also like the Banurya Sari Buddha also. So Banurya Sari Buddha also at the time of the other Buddha, so he fulfilled so any good deeds, every good deeds, and also so but he could not attain. But at the time of the Buddha, so Gautama Buddha, our Buddha, so he became the arahant. And also can be Mahabanya, can be great wise one in this way. So that is a background story of that one. So related to the Banurya Ananda question. So he questioned about the Bijika Buddha to the Blessed One. So that is about the Bijika Buddha. The Buddha explained it in this way. And now, so the first time, the background story of the first stanza is Ayambana Bijika Bodhisattva Kasabasa Bhagavado and so on. Okay, this one will be a study in the next time. So, okay. Any question?
So Sayadaw here. Okay. So like here, we use the hoti, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but actually we translate it is like a future tense because this tense is not happening yet.
Yeah, but surely. So near future also. And also, if we use, yadi clause, if clause, possibility. So in the first line also we use present tense or imperative mood, optative mood. In the second line also present tense, imperative mood, optative mood in this way.
So yeah. So I remember if the sense is sure it's going to happen. So that we can use like a present tense, but indicate the future meaning. What is the Pāļi term for that, Sayadaw?
Samipa Bichubana.
That means near future.
Yeah, present tense, near future.
Yeah.
Surely be happen.
But like here, Atta Buddhana Sandige Kiba Bena Hodi. But for example, now he is in this Buddha's time, but he is not Arahant yet. He will be the Kiba Bino in the future Buddha. But this is very far.
Yeah, but so the other way also we can understand. This one is, ever true. Ever true. Surely they will be.
So that means just it's sure. It not means the near future.
No. Instead of saying near future, certainty.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. But my question not a bit not connection with this one. I want to ask about the Dewa Puto, Sayadaw. Dewa Puto, just like how to say, become the Dewa. When we die, suddenly become the Dewa, right?
Yeah.
So, But in Dewa realm also like Mara has the daughter. So how the Dewa, how when we die become a Dewa and suddenly we already be like how to say the mature person, not a baby from as a Dewa, but how we connect, this is our family, this is my son, this is my daughter, how that's Sayadaw?
So actually Deva Buddha is, instead of saying son, actually, one not deity. One not son, not parent, not that way. So Deva and Deva Buddha has the same meaning.
Oh,
Not son or Deva.
Oh, so in Dewa realm, is there any family or not? I mean the parent and son.
Because they are not like they are born not from the mother's womb. They appear immediately. What is it? Oba Badika.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oba Badika. That is why they don't have mother or father.
Oh.
They appear immediately. So when they pass away in the previous life, they are born as the deity, and so they appear immediately. Not born from the mother or father. So that is why they don't have mother or father, no family there.
Oh, but how about the Mara daughter, Sayadaw? Mara has the daughter, right? Who how to say? Who tried to make the Buddha? I don't know how to say in English. The Mara daughter.
You are Buddha, you see.
Yeah.
You see, Deva Buddha. Oh, that one also actually a kind Mara, a kind of deity, not a son of deity.
Not the Mara as the parent, and then they are the daughter of Mara, no?
That is so. How to say? So metaphorical sense. So sometimes metaphorically we refer to the craving as a Mara. So we could not go away from the craving. So we are under the control of craving. That is that we are under the Mara also in the Buddha's teaching. So in some places, Mara refers to craving.
Oh, okay. So in Dewa realm, don't have the parent and son and the children, right?
Not that way.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sayadaw.
But Sarah, regarding the humanitarian question, for example, sometimes we see the son of the Saka or something like that. So in that sense, how can we understand? The son of the Saka.
Son of the Saka?
Yes.
Where is it?
I forgot. I read it somewhere. It can be this.
We don't have the son of the Saka. Actually, we have the wife of the Saka and husband of Bajabadi, Suja, and so on. We have. So husband and wife also can be there, but not son and daughter there. Maybe they are followers, as they are followers, not son and daughter.
I remember when we were in BA study, so one time I forgot which Sayadaw he said.
That one is from the even in the one Jadaka, so in the previous Taniya Sutta also we already learned some family of the deity that is lower realm like the Asura. They don't have special realm like they are kind of the ghost or beta. Yeah, they have the family. But in the other one, so I have no idea about that one. In the higher realm, I don't think so.
But I remember when we were studying in BA, I forgot which Sayadaw's class, but the time they have the Sayadaw said in the, I think it's Gāthā word, sure. There is for example, the Deva may be born from this Deva's hand or somewhere, but it's not from womb. So when they come out, it will become like the age of 16 years old or something like that. And
Yeah.
but one day they born in the one deity is born in the middle of something, but they have to see this belong to which family, belong to which deva. So they have to count, make the measure, something like that.
Okay, so I have no that one idea.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, so you have next class. Let's stop here by saying sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Welcome.